Hi, my name is Fahmi Castello bin Hafiz.
Hi, my name is Sheikh Faizwan Fikri bin Wan Malik.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Amanuddin bin Sebi alias Hasbi.
My name is Kadrinyo Analuwi.
We are presenting you our very exciting presentation, which is about our proposal, and our proposal which is Virtual Open Week Japan. So from the title, which is Virtual Open Week Japan, we include 4 days trip virtually in Japan. So one of it, which is the day of Nagoya National University, a day tour in Nagoya National University. Next is a day with Honda, and lastly, a day tour in Suzuka Factory Honda. To proceed more about the infos, I pass this proposal presentation to Aiman Zain. Please, thank you.
Regarding the info about the project, we are planning to conduct it at 2 places in Japan, which are the first one is the National Nagoya University Japan, and the second one is the Honda company, which is the Suzuka factory. Next, the problem that we can identify at these places are the first one. The majority of the students nowadays conduct their classes via online, but not every student know or familiar with the online system. They used to have a face-to-face class before, but after the COVID-19 pandemic, hook by crook, they have to attend their classes via online. As a result, because they are unfamiliar with the online system, it impacts their performance and also their study plan. Secondly, this project can help students in rekindling their enthusiasm in exploring other work opportunities, as they are lacking in motivation to do new things. Last but not least, because of the COVID-19 pandemic has affected most of our daily life, this program can help students in filling their free times during the pandemic, as there are less events are held in the school or even university, such as sport events, sport activities, festival, or even educational fairs. These are the infos about the project. Next, I will pass to my group mate, which is Mr. Caldren, for the next part. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amanuddin. So in this presentation, I'm going to present to you about the consequence of the problem if not addressed. So the first one will be the new generation could not be successful in applying for their job. It is because they will fail to achieve the good pointer during the studies. Secondly, is students in our country cannot achieve the life goal because they are having trouble in their studies during their university life, during their degree life. So the third one will be open the new style of learning due to this pandemic COVID-19. The student will having the less time to cope with their study. It will give them a very bad effect to their mentality, as well as their struggle to perform during their studying online.
Greetings. So for this part, I'll be explaining the goals and objectives. So throughout the virtual tour program, we want to achieve our goal. And our first goal is to produce students who have the capability and to encourage them to have independence towards themselves. For instance, students are able to find any helpful resources online, and they don't have to rely most of the time in their lectures, especially on this online study. To achieve our first goal, our first objective to ensure the students to have excellent results in their university studies despite the lack of communication with their friends and lecturers. Secondly, we also want the students to be exposed to the working market and the culture outside of Malaysia. They are unfamiliar and unrecognizable in the local country. For our second goal, it is to gain knowledge of students in learning different traditions and cultures in many aspects in Japan. And to achieve that, our first objective is to provide a virtual tour around the local hotspots or facilities that have to give awareness on the differences between us locals and the people in Japan in terms of what they do, what festival or campaign they have yearly, and the facilities they had prepared. Secondly, is to provide a factual information about the selected venues and their history for students to learn and understand the hardship and the successful road on aiming to become one of the most popular locations in their own country. So this is the end of my part. I'll pass my turn to Fahmi.
So, back to me again. To know our objective and our goals, is achieved or not, we measure our goals and objectives by observing long-term benefits. About the online platform and promotional plan, we conduct this event online through TV broadcasting, which is we choose TV3, and also we broadcast it also at YouTube Live, Instagram Live, and also Facebook Live.
Wow, that's amazing.
This poster is look nice. Yeah, it's looking very nice, right? If you can see, this poster is complete with dates, the fee, the place, everything is all infos more about this program is all inside this poster. The target community, which is we chose exclusively for INIMA student. Why we not to choose every student? Because it is real complicated and it will gain more problems for budgets and also for paperwork. So we chose exclusively for INIMA students. For the collaborators and sponsors, there are two companies which can sponsor us for this program, which is Nagoya National University for 5,000 ringgit and Honda, which is 30,000 ringgit. Here we can look about the emails that we wrote and we sent to Honda company, and we wrote it very specific, very details about this program, and you can post it and read it. So the date and time we choose to run for our program is from 25 October to 28 October. So let me explain you about this budget of our program. So as you can see, here we can see a table of our projects, and there's a lot. I think it's only for, and I think it's 6 only, which is the material we have none, logistics I have none, because we conduct it virtually. And yeah, and next is for the fees and rental of 4 episodes of 30 minutes on the Astro TV3 channel, because now our survey we only find the best package for broadcasting our program in television. So the cheapest one is at TV3, and also we conclude a 4 episode for 30 minutes package. So and for the speakers and organizer, and we total up all of it and cost 31,400 ringgit. So about the publicity, poster, Instagram and Facebook, YouTube and TV3, we chose it for TV3. For the poster on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube, there is no need to pay or no need to use money, but the TV3 ads need to pay, so it costs for 4,000 ringgit total for ads. And for refreshment foods for speakers and organizer crew, we also give them foods. So there are 60 people or 60 units, so the cost of one of it is 10 ringgit, so the total is 600 ringgit. And lastly, for token appreciation, certificate, memento and souvenir from our company, 1,050 ringgit, and total of it, which is 37 and 50 ringgit for all of it. So it's a very big money to pay, but don't worry, we proceed to budgets next. We proceed next, and total we spend 37,050 ringgit, but we can cover this money by our sponsor, sponsored from Nagoya and from Honda, which is 5,000 ringgit and 30 ringgit, and from still we have from our money from our company is 5,000 ringgit. So we minus all up and we can still save 2,950 ringgit from our perspective, which is the more we save, the better. So I think that's all explanation from me about the budget. So I continue this presentation proposal to Shed. Okay, thank you, and proceed, Mr. Shed.
For the next part, I'll be explaining the outcome and benefits. So after the virtual tour program, we have many anticipated outcomes. For instance, students will be able to act independently in handling their studies, and by taking advantage in finding the materials online without complaining their unfamiliar study lifestyle. Secondly, students will able to improve their productivity and motivation to, despite the lack of interaction with the lecturers and their friends. Thirdly, students will learn what they experienced throughout the virtual tour program in knowing the unknown ethnics and the economic environment that are not recognizable in Malaysia. Thus, this would broaden their horizon and encourage the students to brainstorm their ideas that may able to improve their academics. Moreover, the students will build a great development to become a great successful engineer after joining this virtual tour program. Effectively, this would produce a high government workers that to further improve the development of the country, especially for those who have the experience in studying abroad in Japan or studying in a different country. So this is the end of my part. I'll pass my turn to Fahmi.
So here again I'm Fahmi about this tentative. So yeah, this is about all our tentative, and you can see it's very detailed and very not very long and not very short even. So if you want to see more of it, I want to see more detail, you can pause it and read it. Okay. Finally, we would like to thank you for hearing. Finally, we would like to thank you for hearing our presenting proposal, and also without you, we won't succeed our project. We wish to continue our project so that our mission and our goals achieve. So, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
And I hope we can see you again. Thank you. Bye bye.